What's up, YouTube? What's up, my fellow gamers? It's your boy Puerto back with another Portal's Point. Short little digestible segments, but enough to have some good content, to have some good conversation. All right. And today's Portal's Point is Sunset Overdrive. And it forgives me for not looking directly at the camera, but I just want to read a little bit. So a question was asked to Ted Price, who's the director of Insomniac, about the future of Sunset Overdrive. And the magazine Game Informer interviewed him, and they asked Ted Price why there hasn't been no movement on a sequel. And he replied, "You have to ask Microsoft, but with or without Microsoft participation, Sunset Overdrive may grind again. We are passionate about that franchise and we own it, so you may see more Sunset in the future from us," Price said. "No promises and no timeline to speak of, but it is something that represents our willingness to create unexpected experiences." Okay? So now with that, all right, now I'll be able to talk to you guys and digestible bites, right? Short video. But anyway, but with that, it sparked a couple of things. Of course, the console war, the fanboy wars, all that stuff is going to spark all that stuff. Now you got people, the Xbox camp saying, "Oh, now all of a sudden PlayStation gamers think Sunset Overdrive is great," and it's a valid critique. It's a valid criticism you guys have. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. That is a valid criticism. Because now all of a sudden you see PlayStation gamers say, "Oh, the game is great, it's awesome. I can't wait to play it on PlayStation." I agree. That is fanboys and stuff, you know. But the main thing you guys need to focus, you need to focus on the big goal. Right? You need to focus on the long game. All right. And you have to ask yourself, why hasn't Microsoft locked this franchise down? That's the main thing. And, screw, screw my fellow ponies, my fellow PlayStation fans. Screw me. You know, beef up your console, beef up the brand that you love. Ask Microsoft, lock this shit down. Make decisions that benefit Xbox. Because over the last 2 years or so, decisions Microsoft has been making hasn't been benefiting Xbox. It may have benefited Microsoft as a whole, kind of like, moving Xbox exclusives over to PC to support the Windows 10 store. Does that help Xbox? Not really. It helps Windows 10 PC. It helps Microsoft get in the market for PC. And I get it. As a company, you're going to try to make money as best you can. But it doesn't help Xbox. Look at Beam integration. Sure, Beam may be nice and all, but we all know Xbox will benefit with YouTube integration, being able to stream directly to YouTube. There's a lot of gamers on YouTube. Many of the pro Xbox channels, some of the biggest ones, are YouTube channels. So YouTube integration is important. That will benefit Xbox. But they're not doing that because they want to push Beam. Well, guess what? Yeah, they're going to use Beam to help beef up. They're going to use Xbox to help beef up Beam, but Beam doesn't really help Xbox. You know what I'm saying? It's not the best decision for Xbox. Maybe the best decision for Beam and to push the Beam agenda so that way Microsoft could have a system to, compete against Twitch, but it's not in the best interest of Xbox. So the point I'm trying to say is now it's clear that Microsoft hasn't been fighting for this IP because Ted Price, Insomniac is waiting for Microsoft to do something. They're waiting for Microsoft to back them up and release the sequel. So the sad part is, I know some of you were with the predictions, were assuming that maybe you'll see a Sunset Overdrive 2 at E3, and you think that would be cool. Well, now it's not happening. It's not even on drawing boards. And to be honest, even if this game were to, let's say if this game were to start production in the next couple of months, it'd probably be at the earliest a 2019 title, and it might be multiplayer. But the thing is, why isn't Microsoft double downing? The game did okay. Granted, it wasn't a huge success. It sold less than 1 million. But, not every game is going to do 1 million or be a huge hit at launch. Look at Uncharted 1. It did okay. It did all right. But it wasn't the megaton that we know how the franchise is now. Uncharted 1 did not represent what the franchise is now. Uncharted 2 is what blew it up, And then it continued with 3, and now you see with 4, So you got to double down and just try and keep pushing. If Microsoft will only support IPs that do what Halo and Gears did, it's just not going to look good for that platform. Every game is not going to push out like Halo day one, or like Gears of War day one, or like Forza day one. Some games you need a sequel to really catch on. You have to give it a chance. And I know the Xbox community really enjoys. Some people in the Xbox community feel it's the best exclusive on Xbox. Microsoft needs to double down. Stop playing with the nonsense. Get out there, call Ted Price, lock that IP down, make it exclusive. Now, I know some of you, the gamers will be like, oh, that's fucked up, Puerto Rock. It should be multiplayer, have multiple gamers enjoy it. And I understand that point. I mean, I'm not going against that. But at this point, Microsoft needs to compete. Microsoft competing forces Sony to be better. You understand what I'm saying? So Microsoft doing good will eventually help PlayStation do good. Even though PlayStation doing great, but remember 360 gave PlayStation 3 a kick in the ass, and because of it, look what we're getting. And because PlayStation 4 was kicking, well, still kicking Xbox ass, but you saw how Xbox One is now compared to how it launched. You understand what I'm saying? That's what competition does. That's what ass kicking does. So yes, Microsoft, do decisions that benefit Xbox for once. I get it. You're a company. You're a trillion-dollar company, whatever. But for fuck's sakes, you know what I'm saying? Support this product. Don't worry about PC. Don't worry about that crappy Windows 10 store that can't even sell Call of Duty. Get out there, lock this IP down, and let it grow. Put some little advertisement on it, all right? And even if it only sells 1.5 million, cool. You made a little bit of money, make a sequel. Robust. You have a most robust library. I mean, look at 2017 right now. All right, you guys are pushing Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, Crackdown, and of course another Forza. Now add Sunset Overdrive 2 on that list. Add Scalebound if you would have kept it to that list. And then let's say Arise 2, Rise Again, let's call it. That would have been, together, the overall package of exclusive would have looked a lot better. So just get out there, kick some ass, lock down the IP, stop messing around, stop being cheap, stop being nervous, stop being a scared little girl. Just get up there, lock the IP down, and add a portfolio. It doesn't have to be super big blockbuster AAAs, all right? And I know some of these pro Xbox channels, they're talking about, gamers just want big blockbuster AAAs, big blockbuster AAAs. They're only saying that bullshit because that's all Xbox has. And it boils down to Forza, Gears, and Halo. So they're trying to use that to make PlayStation look bad, all right? I mean, hell, just look at Neo. Neo just sold 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about these fake channels or whatever. Don't worry about these channels that says the only thing that matters is big blockbuster AAAs. No. Get Sunset Overdrive, lock that shit down, boost up your portfolio, invest in more AA IPs. Don't worry about that. A good game is a good game. Bottom line, I don't care. I'll take a great AA game over a decent AAA game. You understand what I'm saying? Good game, good quality gameplay and stuff like that. And Sunset Overdrive does look like a good game. Lock it down. Because if you don't, it's going to be on PlayStation. And you're going to miss out. Because chances are the sequel will probably end up being better than the first. Because Insomniac makes good games, makes great games. All right? So just lock it down, okay? Anyway, that's my point. Like and subscribe. You'll see the end cards on my screen. You'll see 2 of them. You'll see one for my last video. And you'll see the button, the PR77 symbol. So you can subscribe, make it a little bit easier if you're on a phone or a tablet and stuff like that. But anyway, like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think. Comment, bring out your points. Hit me up on Twitter. You'll see it in the description box, and I'll link you to the article if some of you didn't realize this was being talked about. All right. Well, anyway, that's another episode of Puerto Rock's Point. I hope you enjoy. Quick digestible bite. This is about 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Anyway, you take care. Enjoy your weekend. Peace.